Lesson 7, the Parabola, Part 1. A parabola is a locus of points equidistant from a given fixed point called focus and from a given fixed line called directrix. You have figure 5. This point is the focus. You have the parabola, axis of symmetry, or the S-axis, the point of intersection between the parabola and the axis of symmetry is the vertex. From the focus, there are so many points that can be traced to the parabola. Hence, you have the definition of a parabola as a locus of points equidistant from a given fixed point called focus. This is the structure of a parabola. Standard form of the equation of a parabola. The rectangular coordinate system enables us to translate a parabola's geometric definition into an algebraic equation. You have figure 6. This point is the focus. You have the vertex somewhere here. Point P is on the parabola. This is point Q. You have D2, the distance between the focus and point P. You have D1, the distance between the points P and Q. You have the directrix S equal to minus A. It is on the lower part of the axis of symmetry. You have line MN that is called latus rectum. For any point SY on the parabola, the distance D1 to the directrix is equal to the distance D2 to the focus. Thus, the point S, Y is on the parabola if and only if D1 is equal to D2. Record that D, the distance between any 2 points, is given by this relation. So we are going to derive the standard form of the equation of a parabola using this relation. Considering figure 6 above, D1 is equal to point Q and point P. D2 is equal to point F and point P. Using the distance between 2 points formula, combining point Q and P. This is S2, you have Y2. You have S1, then Y1. So we have S2 minus S1, that is minus A. You have plus A in bracket square, plus you have Y2 minus Y1 in bracket square, equal to this result combining point F and P, you have S2, Y2, S1, Y1. You can express the square root as power of half. If you equate the powers, you are left with the base numbers that are equal. We have to transfer this term to the left hand side. We are interested in getting y square. You have it in this form. Y square is equal to, when you expand this term, you have this result, minus you expand this term, you have this result. Again, open this bracket with the minus sign, you have this result and the other terms. S square minus S square 0 plus A square minus A square 0. You have plus 2AS plus 2AS equal to 4AS. So y square is equal to 4AS. This equation is called the standard form of the equation of a parabola with its vertex at the origin, that is 0. There are two such equations, one for a focus on the x-axis and the other for a focus on the y-axis. If you have the focus on the x-axis, you have this equation for the parabola. If you have the focus on the y-axis, you have this equation for the parabola. The standard form of the equation of a parabola with vertex at the origin is the first equation with focus on the x-axis, or this other form with focus on the y-axis. Considering figure 6, the line segment through the focus and perpendicular to the axis of symmetry and with end points M and N on the parabola is called the latus rectum. This is the line we are trying to describe. It has a special name. Special cases of the parabola. The first one is y square equal to 4AS. This case implies that the focus is on the positive side of the x-axis. The second case is y square equal to minus 4AS. This case implies that the focus is on the negative side of the x-axis. The third case is when the focus is on the positive side of the y-axis. Note the change in the directrix from A to B. B. Now it is minus B because it is below the S axis. In such a case, the equation of the parabola becomes S squared equal to 4BY. The fourth case is when the focus is on the negative side of the y-axis. In such a case, the equation of the parabola becomes S squared equal to minus 4BY. If the vertex of the parabola y squared equal to 4AS is translated to the point H, K, the equation of the corresponding parabola becomes y minus k in bracket square equal to 4a bracket open s minus h bracket close. The above equation is also said to be in the standard canonical form. End of lesson 7. There is every need for you to be saved if you are not, because the Lord Jesus Christ is coming very soon. Some will be taken and some will be left. Live righteously and be prepared. Goodbye.